brothers with me almost all the time.
This is my first time in Paris. I'm so excited.
We're very close. You know, it's great to have a brother that you can be so tight with.
I want to know where he is at all times. So you can go, how about
That's because
he's a grown man, but I want to.
Exactly. We're like this. We're best buddies.
What's up, guys? Today we're going to have a deep discussion about Aaliyah's brother, Rashad Haughton. You see, Rashad falls into a very rare club in the entertainment industry, having the burden of carrying a very famous sibling's legacy due to their untimely death. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that continuing Aaliyah's legacy should be a burden for Rashad, but it's the fan drama and negativity that comes along with it that may make it feel that way. Most Aaliyah fans should know how much she loved her brother and how much they loved each other. At one point, she was bringing him everywhere with her, any chance she could. For a brief history, Rashad Hassan Haughton was born in August of 1977, just 17 months before Aaliyah, to Diane and Michael Haughton. He, like Aaliyah, was a creative and had a passion for filmmaking, even having Aaliyah star in one of his movies he made in college titled The Mims Rose. It was even rumored that Aaliyah sung at Rashad's college graduation in the year 2000 from Hofstra University, but we know by now, unless it's a verified article or actual footage, it remains a rumor. However, what's not a rumor is how much Aaliyah absolutely adored Rashad and made sure to feature him whenever she could, especially as her career got bigger and bigger. He was in many of her early music videos, and he even wrote the video treatment for her hit single 4-Page Letter in 2 hours while he was still in college. He also appeared on a song they wrote together called Death of a Player, which was a B-side track from her One in a Million album, in which he rapped for the second verse. And we all should know the many red carpets Aaliyah would hit with Rashad right by her side. Rashad wasn't too keen on being in the spotlight, but would push through his anxiety just to show how much he loved and supported Aaliyah. When worse came to worse, and Aaliyah never made it back from the Bahamas that gloomy August of 2001, that's when everything fell apart. One of the most ironic and saddest parts being that this was the only time Rashad and her parents weren't able to make it to one of her video shoots because of the spontaneous travel complications. This was devastating, heartbreaking, and gut-wrenching, but Aaliyah's family had to carry on. They sadly had no choice. Rashad would help give tribute to Aaliyah at the 2001 VMAs just 12 days later. He even had to step in and finish re-recording Aaliyah's dialogue as Akasha in 2002's Queen of the Dam for post-production. He also took her place for the many press junkets and promotion for the film. Rashad then helped to create the Aaliyah Memorial Fund to donate to the many charities she was involved in. In one interview, he revealed how he would lay on Aaliyah's bed in her Manhattan condo, just gazing at the gold stars on her blue ceiling, just hoping it was all a dream. Wow. But after 2005, it seemed as if everything going for Aaliyah's legacy disappeared, including her physical music and merchandise, unless it was bootleg. The only factors keeping Aaliyah's legacy alive were her dedicated fans, the radio, and some mainstream media. This prolonged absence would make many fans grow wary and curious of Rashad's whereabouts and motivations. Although, years ago, Rashad did gain control as head of Aaliyah LLC, but that only meant he was mostly in charge of her image and how it was displayed through various forms of merchandise. So all of the Aaliyah shirts and sweaters that you continue to see pop up, I know personally I have at least 20. That's because of Rashad and his approval. And I know there's been a thing where many people say, oh, it's the same 5 pictures, it's the same 3 pictures, give us something new, give us something fresh. But I can tell you, maybe you can too, for the real Aaliyah fans out there, isn't it just fun to see random people out in the world just wearing her shirts from all ages, all ethnicities? And it's like, wow, Aaliyah still loved. And then we had Aaliyah for MAC Cosmetics. For those of us that were really in the trenches when this was just an idea, we know how hard it was. We know how long it took for this to actually come to fruition. And this took almost 3 years of us actively promoting this on social media, actively promoting the petition to get enough signatures for MAC to even take us seriously, right? Now imagine being in Rashad's place, seeing all of this. Somewhere along the way, he got in contact with MAC Cosmetics, which is a huge company, by the way. They made the deal, they came up with the colors, the names, the promotion, the marketing, after 3 years of us pushing for this. But then what happened? When the collection came out, there was a lot of joy about it. There was a lot of attention on it, but it was mostly criticized, with a lot of people giving reviews and saying things like, oh, Aaliyah wanna wear this. This doesn't remind me of Aaliyah. Oh, this is terrible. They need to do this again. They just do this together. Now just think about how Rashad felt. All the things that went behind the scenes and doing a huge collaboration like this, it's not easy. It takes a lot of patience and hard work for it to get criticized. And for people to be like, I don't like this. What's next? You know? Then Rashad even had came out with the Aaliyah fragrance, which was more of a unisex appeal. And some said it had more of a cologne smell to it to appeal to men too, because we all know Aaliyah's fan base consists of men and women, young and old. And that was okay, but it was heavily under promoted. Then we had the Aaliyah puzzle, which really sent fans into a frenzy, and even I was like, really? A puzzle?
Oh my God.
But to me, that was just Rashad trying to make the Aaliyah merchandise more well-rounded.
Down like that, okay?
Then who could forget a few months ago when Rashad decided to collab with the store Rainbow for an Aaliyah costume jewelry collection. And I even did a video about this where I scrolled through the website and I was like, would Aaliyah wear this? Would Aaliyah wear that? Now even I had my criticisms with this because it didn't really seem most authentic to Aaliyah, but I'm sure Rashad had some input in this. You could tell they took certain photo shoots and made certain replicas of certain jewelry she wore, but to me it was kind of like, that collaboration did feel rushed and it did feel cheap. Even when you look up the Aaliyah LLC, you can see they put in for things like clothing, t-shirts, jerseys, bucket hats, and tank tops. Also, entertainment services in the nature of a website, which is Aaliyah.com, which hasn't been updated since 2021. Perfume, which I discussed. Cosmetics, lipstick, lip gloss, eyeshadow, bronzing powder, lip pencils, makeup kits, which was the Aaliyah for Mac collection. And if you look again, you'll see that in 2018, there was even something put in for sunglasses. So definitely look out for that. But I gotta say, one of my favorite things Rashad was able to make happen for Aaliyah was her wax figure for Madame Tussauds in Las Vegas, which was around 4 years ago. And of course, people had their criticisms, but I actually loved that Aaliyah got to be a part of pop culture in such a huge way. And not only that, people were actually playing with the Aaliyah wax figure like a Barbie doll, messing with her hair, trying to put lip gloss on her, even to the point where some fans reported every time they went to go see her, she was being taken off the floor for repairs and touch-ups.
Now, you done pissed me off.
This reminds me of another person going through something similar, Suzette Quintanilla, Selena's sister, who in some aspects, from all the family members, took on that burden of being responsible for continuing Selena's legacy. I mean, she even dedicated the last 20 plus years of her life to running the Selena Museum that's still in Texas, that still gets many fan visits to this day. Now, what if she had other hopes and dreams and aspirations? See, both Rashad and Suzette have their own lives too, but of course, one would think they would want to keep their sisters' legacies alive. Over the years, I noticed a similar pattern. Some fans have said they both have came off harsh or rude in their own way. For Rashad, it was back in the day on Twitter, responding to certain fan questions and requests. And for Suzette, it was at the Selena Museum, dealing with really eager fans. Not to justify it, but it's so much they have to go through already. And most of the time, with strong fan bases like Aaliyah's and Selena's, a lot is demanded of them. It really is a sticky situation. When they don't do nothing for their legacies, it's insinuated that they're lazy, they're too nonchalant, they don't care. But when they actually sign off and do things, it's either met with criticism or talks of them leeching off their sister's posthumous fame for money. They can't win or lose. Just imagine being in their shoes. To top it all off, Aaliyah's uncle Barry Hankerson released her music in 2021 for physical and streaming sales, but Rashad and Aaliyah's mother did not approve of it making the fans have to basically choose sides. Rashad is in charge of Aaliyah's estate and image, but not her music. That belongs to Berry under his new label, Black on Records 2.0. As of this recording, Rashad and Diane Haughton have not reconciled with Berry Hankerson, and the family war is still actively happening. Hopefully, it gets resolved as soon as possible. In the end, I'm sure Rashad wants the best for Aaliyah's legacy and loves to see all her fans kept happy after all these years, but he has his own life too. I for sure used to be one of those fans giving criticism. In fact, you could look through and see many of my earlier videos when I did. Not to say Aaliyah's fans should accept anything thrown at them like a dog given a bone, but we should try to look at more things from Rashad's point of view. For us, we loved Aaliyah for her music, personality, and beauty, but for Rashad, she was his flesh and blood, his loving sister he grew up with and watched have an amazing career cut so short in one of the most random and tragic ways. It may feel like a burden sometimes, but I know he will continue to make sure to never let the bright golden star she was and still remains burn out. What were some of y'all favorite things Rashad has done for Aaliyah's legacy? Please leave your thoughts down below and don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thank you for watching and listening. I'll see y'all in the next video.
Aaliyah, you have fulfilled that destiny. And in her own words, I quote, "From the bottom of my heart to the depths of my soul, I am truly happy, and we are all truly happy to have been given a gift like you, Aaliyah. We love you. I love you." Thank you.
I have to honestly say that everything is worth it. I've got good friends, I've got beautiful family, and I've got a career that's blossoming and still growing, and I am truly blessed, and I thank God for his blessings every single chance I get.